In this video, Valentino will race in MotoGP beyond retirement, confirms Lucio Salucci. Will the weather play into the hands of Danilo Petrucci at his final home race? Aprilia will run 3 bikes on the track most heavily tested by the RSGP. And Jack Miller still lacks consistency, says MotoGP legend Miguel. My name is Sankalp and this is your Racing News Fix. As Misano prepares for Valentino's farewell with an additional 10,000 spectators, Rossi's right-hand man Lucio Salucci has dropped some new info which would delight the fans of the number 46. We all know by now that Rossi is eyeing 4-wheel racing once the season is over. Reconfirming that, Lucio said, "The future is in the car. However, today it is divided into two categories, the World Endurance Championship and the European GT, and the final choice will be based on the car which he will race." Further speaking about how often we will see Valeix in the MotoGP paddock, Lucio added, "Valeix has assured that he will come to the races often, but above all, he will continue to be a 100% athlete, training in the gym, riding with the guys of the academy and at the ranch. And then he wants to ride in MotoGP twice a year. He has already told us to organize the program. Whether he will ride a Ducati or a Yamaha, it is still too early to know." And while the focus is on the fact that Emilia-Romagna GP will be Rossi's last home race, some might have forgotten that this might also be true for Danilo Petrucci. A move to off-road in 2022, and given his age, a comeback to MotoGP bike is highly unlikely. Danilo has struggled all through this season because he is simply too big for the RC16. However, rain is a great equalizer and Petrucci thrives in wet races, and looking at the rain forecast for Sunday, the weather condition might play into his hands and gift him a good result in his final race in front of his home crowd. Returning back to Italy, Petrucci said, "Finally we come back to the Misano World Circuit Marco Simoncelli. Maybe this will be my last race in Italy and I want to be faster than the last time we were here, where we faced a lot of difficulties." Continuing about the weather, Danilo said, "For sure the temperatures and with it the overall conditions will be very different, as it is quite cold now in Italy. So we face a completely new challenge. I definitely want to perform the best I can for my home race. There will be even more fans around the circuit, so I can't wait to ride my KTM again at my home track." Tech 3 team boss Jorge added, "Clearly the weather should be quite different to what we had here at Misano last time. We even saw that there could be some rain and much lower temperature, so this is going to be a new race with different protagonists in the front. On our side, it could be the very last MotoGP race for Danilo at home in front of his fans, which should be quite emotional. The weather, and especially if we have some wet conditions, could be playing in his favor, but let's wait and see." After withdrawing from the Americas GP, Maverick Vinales will be back to racing at Misano, a track where he has a lot of experience with the RSGP. Returning back to the track where he rode the Aprilia for the first time, Maverick said, "This is where I tested the RSGP for the first time and started my relationship with Aprilia. The temperatures on the track will be lower than the first time, a factor I want to take advantage of because then I can use a softer front tire. I can't wait to get back in the saddle and continue our development." And after a weekend to forget at Kota with 5 crashes in 3 days, Aleix Espargaro is also pumped to put it all behind him and challenge for a good result. He said, "I arrive at Misano with extremely positive feelings. During the first race here, and especially in the subsequent test, we took some significant steps forward and improved all areas of the RSGP. After the GP in Texas, we had time to recover. Now I am ready." And that's not all for Aprilia. Lorenzo Savadori will also make an appearance, and for the first time, we will see 3 RSGP 21s on the track together at the Emilia-Romagna GP race weekend. Still recovering from the injury sustained in the fiery incident at the Austrian GP, Savadori said, "I still can't say that I am 100% fit, but the condition has improved a lot. We have a lot of work ahead of us. I am sure the home fans will motivate me even more." And MotoGP legend Miguel is known to follow the sport very closely and sharing his opinion from time to time. Last time we heard about him was when Marquez opened up about his phone call with Joan, which helped him deal with his physical limitation in a better way. This time around, he spoke about fellow Australian Jack Miller and what he is missing in his bid to fight for the title. Mick said, "It is obvious that Jack has a lot of talent. He is fast and proves how fast he is, especially on a wet track, and how well he can control the bike. But the consistency leaves much to be desired." Dwelling into the lack of consistency, Joan continued, "I can't say whether it is because of his riding style, whether he might be riding too aggressively and demanding the rear tire more than the other riders. His teammate is currently ahead, and it would be nice if Jack can turn the tide. He needs to get more wins or at least more podiums. To do this, he has to focus on those areas that prevent him from achieving more consistent results. He obviously gets along with the Ducati. Now he has switched to the factory bike, and we have seen in the past that some people have not coped well with it. With Jack, it's different. He can work well with the pressure. Now he just needs to become more consistent. If you made it till here, let me know by giving this video a big thumbs up. To stay up to date on all things MotoGP, hit the subscribe button and don't forget the notification bell. Here are 2 more videos which you might enjoy. My name is Sankalp and I'll be back with another video very soon.